maybe I forget, and my heart starts vanishing, and suddenly I see that I can't break free. I'm slipping through the cracks of a dark eternity with nothing but my pain and the paralyzing agony to tell me who I am, who I was. Uncertainty enveloping my mind till I can't break free. And maybe it's a dream, maybe nothing else is real, but it wouldn't mean a thing if I told you how I feel. So I'm tired of all the pain, of the misery inside, and I wish that I could live feeling nothing but the night. You could tell me what to say, you could tell me what to do, but I doubt that I would care, and my heart would never know. If I make another move, there'll be no more turning back, because everything will change and it all will fade to black. Will tomorrow ever come? Will I make it through the night? Will there ever be a place for the...
Is that you, Carl? That voice... Miss Tsubaki?
Carl's was not a face Tsubaki expected to see. It was not a face she had wanted to see either, as Carl seemed...
Ah, it is you after all. I thought I recognized your voice. It took me a second to remember whose it was. It's been a while, Carl. I hoped we wouldn't have to meet each other under circumstances like these. As expected from a wing of justice. So it seems you already know about me. Yes, I do. I was surprised to hear you dropped out of the academy. I was worried about you. Once I enlisted, I heard that you'd become not just a vigilante, but one of the best, and that you were wielding the Nox Nictoris Nirvana. That's not my sister's name. Carl, I'll be frank with you. Right now, my top priority is to find and capture Ragna the Blood Edge. There's still time for you to do the right thing, Carl. Please, if you get rid of that Nox Nic... Perhaps you might have some information that I need, Miss Tsubaki. What? The location of my father.
Relius Clover.
Tsubaki remembered the incident outside of Captain Hazama's office, and the strange conversation that had taken place afterwards. Was Carl?
So you do know?
She tried to hide her surprise, but too late. Tsubaki felt almost as though Carl could...
I'm looking for my father, Relius Clover. Miss Tsubaki, please tell me everything you might know about him.
Relius kinda creeps me the fuck out, so yeah, sure, here you go. I don't like Relius, so there you go, I'll tell you what you want to know. Tsubaki wasn't sure if telling him was really the right thing to do, but she had to make a choice.
Alright, Carl. I'll tell you what I know.
She'd expected some expression of joy, perhaps a smile.
What's the matter, Carl?
Nothing. I mean, I just didn't expect you to be so forthcoming. Thank you very much. Isn't that great, sis? So, what can you tell me, Miss Tsubaki?
The boy's eyes lit up with...
The other day, I actually met your father, Relius Clover.
Huh?
I was talking to one of my superiors, and I passed him while I was leaving the office.
I see. So then, where is my father now?
I'm sorry, but I don't know. Well, I did overhear a little of their conversation, and I think he was headed here, to Kagutsuchi. Although with the man I was talking to, Captain Hazama.
My father? Here? In Kagutsuchi? And Hazama?
The moment the name Hazama was out of Carl's mouth, Nirvana...
Huh? What's the matter, sis? Do you know about this Hazama person?
Carl, what are you...
According to my sister, this Hazama guy is really dangerous. I wonder what my father is thinking, involving himself with someone like that.
Captain Hazama is dangerous?
I see. No, it couldn't be. Miss Tsubaki, thank you very much for your help. I have a pretty good idea where my father is.
Really?
Well, more of a hunch, really. Well then, if you'll excuse me.
Wait, Carl! Carl...
Tsubaki watched cars receding back for a minute or two, then turned around.
I need to focus right now.
Once again, Tsubaki began. As she continued on her way to the librarium offices, Tsubaki's thought drifted back.
Of all the families in the Duodecim, the Yayois have the longest history. As such, it has always been their duty to keep the 12 families together and the government functioning. My father, head of the Yayoi house, was no exception. Looking back, though, I was a sheltered child. No, perhaps something even worse than simply sheltered. At the time, I was seldom allowed to leave the house, and even then only with my father. Each time we left the house, it was to visit one of the other 12 families and the hierarchical city they governed. January was the Uski family, February the Kisaragis, March was our family, and so on. Each month, Father and I would visit a different house. It was probably a meeting between the family leaders, or perhaps something more casual. I was a child and I didn't know or care what they were doing. My father and his peers would drink their fine wines and expensive liquors and talk. They would talk forever, and I would be left alone. Some of the other families had children my age, but that was rarely the case. I had no choice but to try and find ways to pass the time by myself, until my father had finished. Even so, there was something fresh about visiting so many different places. How many years had I been doing that? I'm not sure. At any rate, on the day in question, the rest of the Duodecim were scheduled to come and visit the Yayoi Manor. My father had been exceptionally busy preparing for this day for the past several weeks. I was outside, in our garden. Father and the other family heads were talking about adult things that I didn't understand. I played in the garden so that I wouldn't have to sit in a stuffy room and listen to adults discuss things that meant little to me. But that didn't mean it was very much fun. But that day, for the first time, I met a boy who was close to my age.
Who are you?
Huh?
Huh? Maybe he didn't hear me. Hi! Who are you?
Who are you?
I'm Tsubaki Yayoi.
Oh, the girl from the Yayoi family, huh?
Uh-huh. Have you heard about me?
I heard there was only one child in the Yayoi family. A girl.
So what's your name?
Jin. Jin Kisaragi.
I know the Kisaragi Manor. I've been there with my father before. I don't think I ever met you before, though, Jinny the Kisaragi.
The Kisaragi family has a whole brood of children, so the fact that we've never met isn't surprising.
Oh, I didn't know that. What are you doing here, Jinny the Kisaragi?
I'm attending the Conference of Leaders. It seems that I've been nominated to be the next head of the Kisaragi family.
What? I don't get it, Jinny the Kisaragi.
If you don't understand, then it's nothing you need to worry about. More importantly, hasn't anyone ever taught you how to speak? You know, politely?
Huh?
You see, you're younger than me, so I'm telling you to show me some respect.
Oh, my father tells me I need to be polite to everyone, too. He gets mad at me when I don't. I'm sorry.
It's nothing you need to apologize for. If you could just stop calling me that.
Well, what should I call you?
Well, I mean, my name.
Then you want me to call you Jin?
I meant my family name.
Jin! Jin!
Whatever works for you.
Yay! That means you're my brother now, right?
Where did that come from?
Okay, you have to promise. You gotta promise to be my brother forever and ever, alright?
Promise? Fine, whatever.
Really? Then cross your heart.
Huh?
You know, cross your heart.
Cross my heart and hope to die. I promise that I will never lie. And if my promise ever does go, I give to you my eternal soul.
There were reports that Jin was around here somewhere. And pretty recently, too.
Tsubaki had looked up to see a shadow standing before her. Instead of getting the drop on her quarry, it seemed the inverse.
Ah, the NOL Zero Squadron. The Wings of Justice. So, what does one of the librarium's trash collectors want with me?
Jin!
Don't tell me. Tsubaki? That's the sealed Armigus. Yayoi.
Jin... Major Kisaragi. You have been accused of insubordination countless times, and there are even instances of attempts at desertion on your record. These actions cannot be overlooked, war hero or not. I'm sure you know why I'm here.
Tsubaki, do you have any idea what that weapon is?
Of course I do. It belonged to my ancestors, and in their name, I must put an end to your unconscionable behavior.
To even carry a weapon like that. Are you telling me you value the NOL? The Duodecim's pretense of justice that much?
Jin, this is not a request from the Yayoi family, or the Duodecim, or even the Librarium. It is a request from me. There's still time. Please, go back to the Librarium. I don't want to hurt you, Jin.
You are concerned for my well-being?
Jin, please, promise me. If I beat you, you'll go back.
And if I refuse?
Then I won't stop until you accept!
Okay, let's do this. See, the sad thing is, there's actually a song that plays when you fight Tsubaki as Jen or the other one, which I don't think they'll do.
The will bait is
No, they're using the
starting.
normal background music. But there is
Without
one, it's called
one.
Childish
Action.
Killer. I highly recommend you look it up. It's good. Like, really? Ah, shit, stop being a dick for 30 seconds.
Counter.
Scream. Go.
Counter.
What the? Fantastic. Good sword, good sword.
Counter.
Just be careful. I think I dodged yours. Nope.
Counter.
Crap.
That won't.
Didn't work. Alright, we're just gonna do that. Random bollocks, go!
My way!
Right, but random bollocks was...
I won? I actually beat Jin?
What's the matter? Hurry! Finish me! You were ordered to kill me, were you not? Just end it!
So you figured it out, Jin? No, I can't do that. I can't. I've won. Now please, go back to the Librarium. You promised, remember?
I guess I did.
Jin.
Very well. I'll do as you've said. If I go back on my promise, I'd have to give you my soul, right?
Yes, that's right, Jin. If you break the promise, I get your soul.
For just a moment, the noise of Kagutsuchi disappeared. The coldness and cruelty Jin had learned in their years apart was gone, and for a second they were children again, together in a world of the...
Well, I have to go find Noel now, Jin.
I see. Cross my heart. How is it that we can both remember something so completely stupid?
A blonde female officer? Oh yeah, I did see someone like that. Don't remember where, though.
If he was telling the truth, then Noel should be around here somewhere.
Tsubaki found herself near the Kagutsuchi Librarium office, in a garden suspended...
Were you really here, Noel? I've heard so many things about what you're doing. Did you meet Jin here? Or are you with Ragna the Blood Edge?
Tsubaki took her time Tsubaki took her time examining the garden for any sign of Noel. The area was completely empty of librarian personnel, likely because of the Grim Reaper had been so busy in Kagutsuchi. The only sounds were the soft rustling of trees and the chirping of birds.
Like I thought. She's long gone. If she was even here in the first place. I guess there's nothing I can do. Well, maybe I can pick up her trail somewhere else.
My! If it isn't First Lieutenant Tsubaki! Fancy meeting you here.
Captain! What are you doing?
Come on now. I have work to do too, you know.
That's not what I meant.
You're right, I'm just kidding. I'm just here for a bit while I take care of, a few things.
Quit procrastinating. But I can't believe it's Kagutsuchi. That place brings back so many memories.
I see.
But enough about me. How's your mission coming along?
That's...
Tsubaki was at a loss for words. True, she had found Jin, but...
Unfortunately, information about their whereabouts has been hard to come by, and I haven't found either of them yet. I'm very sorry.
Oh my. You don't really expect me to believe that, do you?
Huh? It's the truth. I just wasn't trying hard enough. I'll do better, I promise.
All right. Well, go ahead and take your time, just as long as they're both dead by the end of the day.
Hazama's smile made Tsubaki's stomach flip. Her face...
How can he say something like that so casually, when I can barely even think about it without... I know this is the right thing to do. It's supposed to be the right thing to do, but...
Oh, don't worry. You're doing the right thing. Trust me.
For a single moment, Tsubaki's heart stopped beating. It was as though he had seen straight into her mind and plucked out her thoughts. Suddenly the air felt heavy. It was like it was pressing down on her body from every direction. Moving was like swimming.
I'm afraid of him. Why? Why do I feel terrified?
Are you feeling all right, First Lieutenant? You look kind of pale.
I'm fine. There's nothing wrong with me.
Good. Glad to hear it. Oh, there was one other thing I wanted to talk to you about.
Yes?
Yes, well, it's about... How do I put it? Well, I guess you could say it's about a tragedy.
It's starting to rain. I should get inside somewhere. Tsubaki? What are you doing here? Stop! Tsubaki, what are you doing?
Impressive, Noel. I should have known you could dodge that. Still, why ask me what I'm doing? You have to know. You know, right? I'm here to kill you.
You're here to... No, you have to be kidding!
Does this look like a joke to you?
But... why?
Why? Tell me, Noel. Is it true that you aided the criminal, Ragna the Blood Edge?
That's not how it is! I mean, I did save his life, but it's not what you think!
Then you did help him? Noel, I wish it didn't have to be like this. Ever since I met you, you've been my best friend. But now, Ragna the Blood Edge has appeared, and Jin is... different.
didn't want to believe it, but you're connected to it, somehow.
Noel could barely breathe, terrified though she was. She couldn't bring herself to deny anything that she...
Until now, I always looked away from the truth. Didn't want to admit any of the things I was hearing were true, but... Noel, the more I denied it, the farther I got from the answer. Everything that was bad got worse.
I'm sorry, Tsubaki. It's always my fault.
Stop! Stop it, Noel! Don't make this any harder than it already is. I must defeat you before my determination wavers.
Tsubaki!
In my right hand, I carry the sword of judgment, and in my left, the scales of justice. I serve the wings who govern the heavens. I am their word and their sword made flesh. Noel Vermilion, should you resist, your punishment shall be death!
We're just gonna use the sword. She does magic stuff, but I have no idea how to do it. So, sword. Worked before. Just have to be careful.
The will bait is starting. Rebel 1. Action!
Go! Yeah, that's it.
You're wide open!
Yeah, unpredictable. Okay, then.
Over here! You're wide open!
I don't know how I move across the battlefield like that. That's what I do.
Counter!
You're wide open! Over here!
Gotcha.
You're wide open!
Counter!
Try to grab you.
It's too
Gotcha. Damn it.
Wait!
Why didn't you shoot me when I was on the ground? Why you're a nicer person than I am when I control you? Say that, you're reluctant to fight me.
You're wide open!
Gotcha. Alright, not bad. Okay.
Counter!
Thank you, bye. Sorry. But that had to be... Tsubaki approached Noel, her hand tightening on Yayoi. Silently, she raised her sword above Noel's head, with her eyes shut tight. Noel waits for the final blow, every last shred.
Noel, you took everything from me. I didn't want to believe it. I still don't want to believe. But I've seen the truth now. I couldn't keep ignoring it forever. I am...
Tsubaki's hand shook. All it would take would be one swing of her sword, and their nightmare would end. Life would be good again, and Jin would... When the blow Noel had expected never came, she cautiously opened her eyes.
Tsubaki? Tsubaki, I'm sorry. I'm sorry!
Why? Why are you apologizing? You took everything from me, but I... what am I supposed to do?
Tsubaki.
No, I can't do it.
Tsubaki.
Oh man, that's not how it's supposed to work! You really did turn out to be completely useless, didn't you, First Lieutenant?
Captain Hazama!
Hazama! What have you done to Tsubaki?
Whoa, inside voices, okay? Please, no need to shout. Well, maybe I can make this work after all. Ah, you were even kind enough to bring the Yayoi with you.
Captain Hazama! What are you gonna do with Noel?
What am I going to do? I'm sorry, but weren't you just about to slide that ugly little knife you've got there into her gut? What on earth should you care what happens to her? I just asked you to run a simple errand, and you even managed to screw that up. Well, trash will always just be trash, I suppose. So hard to find good help these days. At any rate, thank you for all you've done, even though you did basically nothing. I'm done with you now. I'm going to have to ask you to remove yourself from the premises, First Lieutenant. After all, you don't really have any place in this world, do you?
You bastard!
Wow, you're pretty worked up. However... Nobody over there. Aren't you just pathetic? Just look at yourself. Oops, maybe not. But seriously, folks, whose fault is this, really? That's the stuff. Let's see some hate, Tsubaki Yayoi! Go on, tell me, whose fault is this?
I can't see. What am I? Jin, please, help me. Who should I fight for? Why am I fighting?
Doubt ill suits you, Tsubaki Yayoi. Your answer is at hand. Question not your purpose nor whom you serve, for I am both.
What? Are you?
Tsubaki Yayoi, your place is here, at my side.
The Imperator?
Fall not into darkness, for I shall be your light.